Hello everybody, today I'll be showing you how to make Platina seasoned asparagus from his cookbook on right pleasure and good health. So let's start off with the ingredients that you'll be needing today. 1 bunch of asparagus, water for boiling the asparagus, and he calls for salt, vinegar, and oil. And he said that you may also add aromatic seasonings, and that just includes basil, rosemary, thyme, oregano, and sage. Let's do the recipe on seasoned asparagus because asparagus is one of my favorite vegetables, and I thought it'd be quick and easy to show you guys. And also he just provides a really nice explanation of how it was used and the benefits of eating asparagus in that time. Asparagus has been washed and trimmed. Now I'm gonna add it to the saucepan. Add water. And bring it to a boil. Let that come to a boil and let it boil for about 7 to 8 minutes until the asparagus has softened slightly enough for it to have like a nice crunch to it at the same time. For that to boil, I just like to note that Platina did say that if you boil it with white wine, that it's better for healing pains. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to keep it simple and just go by the original recipe that he has. So I just wanted to include that I'll be making my own version of seasoned asparagus. I did want to say that Platina's cookbook was the first published cookbook that paved the way for new recipes to evolve from his simple, easy to make recipes included in his book, but just paved the way for new recipes to evolve, and I'll be making mine. I'm going to bake it on 375 for about 20 minutes. It has olive oil, black pepper, sea salt, chili powder, chili flake, and garlic powder. So it's about time, and I'm going to take the asparagus off the burner. Be drying it. So I'm just going to pat it dry, make sure all the excess water has drained from the asparagus. It said that once it's laid out on a plate that you add the vinegar, the olive oil, the sea salt, and if you'd like to add the Italian seasoning, which I will be doing. So he doesn't have specific measurements for how much goes onto the seasoned asparagus, but I'm going to do based off my preference. A tablespoon of vinegar. Some dashes of sea salt. A few dashes of Italian seasoning. And a tablespoon of olive oil. So I'm going to go ahead and just mix that up a little bit. And it's ready to taste test. So now is the time to taste the final product. I have my roommate here giving us his feedback on what he thinks of the recipe.
The vinegar kind of overwhelms everything, but it doesn't have such a bad taste. I think with a little more seasoning or maybe wine, it'd be a little bit better, more flavor.
Okay, so now it's my turn to try the final product. You know, I thought it'd be a lot worse, considering I don't like vinegar all that much. But I actually don't taste the vinegar coming through a lot. It's definitely bland, and I personally like mine spiced with some more seasoning. But overall, it's better than I thought. The more that I'm eating it, the more flavors that I can definitely taste and just come through. It's definitely slightly aromatic, slightly sweet, probably due to the vinegar, but the salt calms the vinegar down, so it's not overbearing. Overall, I think it's a really good recipe. It's just not my forte since it's boiled. I'd rather have my vegetables roasted. And to conclude this video presentation of seasoned asparagus, this is my version of making seasoned asparagus, just freshly roasted. Both recipes turned out really great, and I just want to thank Platina for developing a cookbook that explains the significance of recipes and certain foods that have impacted the rest of the world today.